8-minute Bible reading from very basic Bible. We're just trying to get through it. Some people, what they need is to go detail by detail, verse by verse, word by word. But some people, they just need a quick read through. That's all. Okay, guys, for 8 minutes. Ready, set, go. Verse 24 of Matthew 9. He, Jesus, said, "Go away. The girl is not dead, but asleep." But they laughed at him. Okay. Jesus enters the synagogue leader's house. Remember, he's saying this. The synagogue leader came out before him and said, "My daughter has just died." Verse 18. Okay. When Jesus entered the synagogue leader's house, "Go away. The girl's not dead, but asleep." They laughed at him. After the crowd had been put outside, he went in and took the girl by the hand, and she got up. News of this spread through all that region. What region? I'm not sure. If we look, we might be able to see what region it was, but that's okay. Right here. As Jesus went on from there, 2 blind men followed him, calling out, "Have mercy on us, Son of David." Remember that Joseph was called Son of David. Remember, Jesus' genealogy is from David. When he had gone indoors, the blind men came to him. They run into the doors. And he asked them, "Do you believe I'm able to do this?" "Yes, Lord, to do this. Have mercy on us." Then he touched their eyes and said, "According to your faith, let it be done to you." And their sight was restored. Jesus warned them sternly, "See that no one knows about this." But they went out and spread the news about him all over that region. No wonder there are crowds following him. He's got to get in boats and go to places. He goes into a house and there's tons of people. "Hey, get out of here." Man. While they were going out, a man who was demon possessed and could not talk was brought to Jesus. And when the demon was driven out, the man who had been mute spoke. The crowd was amazed and said, "Nothing like this has ever been seen in Israel." But the Pharisees said, "It is by the prince of demons that he drives out demons." Man, they will figure out any excuse. Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness. Remember, way back in, it was like chapter 4, same thing was said. Hey, real quick, I know we're trying to read through this, but just chapter 4. And go. Let's see. The devil took him. Jesus answered, "Don't put the devil took him." Jesus begins to preach. When Jesus heard leave Nazareth, he went into darkness, he seen a great light. As Jesus was walking, he saw 2 brothers. Jesus went throughout Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, healing every disease and sickness among people. News about him spread. So news is just spreading all over the place, all the time. News just spreading about him everywhere. Okay. Now this is much later. Okay. News is still spreading about him. Here we go. But the Pharisees said, "It is by the prince of demons that he drives out demons." Okay. Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom and healing every disease and sickness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them because they were harassed and helpless like sheep without a shepherd. We mentioned that earlier. Sheep, shepherd, very common motif for Jesus and for people in Israel. Very common for people in Israel. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few." Harvest is also very common. Okay. "Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field. I will make you fishers of men." Ask the Lord to send out workers into his harvest field. Jesus called his 12 disciples to him and gave them authority to drive out impure spirits, to heal every disease and sickness. These are the names of the 12 apostles. So not just any old disciple, these are special people, apostles. First, Simon, who is called Peter, and his brother Andrew. James, the son of Zebedee, and his brother John. Those are the 4 fishermen. Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew the tax collector, James the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus. Thaddeus pretty cool. Simon the zealot, and Judas Iscariot who betrayed him. So Judas Iscariot betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent out with the following instructions. Do not go among the Gentiles or enter any town of the Samaritans. Go rather to the lost sheep of Israel. As you go, proclaim this message. The kingdom of heaven has come near. Remember, that's what John the Baptist said. That's what Jesus said earlier. Now Jesus is sending them out to preach the kingdom of heaven to come near. Right now, only to the people of Israel. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Up here, Jesus gave them the authority to drive out impure spirits, heal every disease, sickness. Freely you have received, freely give. Jesus gave it to them freely, freely give it to other people. Do not get any gold or silver or copper to take with you in your belts. No bag for the journey or extra shirt or sandals or staff, for the worker is worth his keep. Whatever town or village you enter, search there for some worthy person and stay at their house until you leave. As you enter their home, give it your greeting. So search for a worthy person. Don't take stuff with you. You're worth your keep. As you enter your home, give it your greeting. If the home is deserving, let your peace rest upon it. Stay there. If not, let your peace return to you. So leave. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town. Shake the dust off your feet. Leave. Go away. Truly, I tell you, it will be more bearable for Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for that town. Don't be rejecting Jesus' apostles. I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. Let's look over here. I'm sending you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. So be wise as serpents, but innocent as doves. Okay. Be on your guard. You will be handed over to your local councils and be flogged in the synagogues. On my account, you will be brought before governors and kings as witnesses to them and to the Gentiles. Is that all going to happen whenever they go out now? This is going to happen when they go out later on their bigger thing. This is a foretaste, okay? When they arrest you, do not worry about what to say or how to say it. At that time, you will be given what to say, for it will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. His apostles have this authority. Brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child. Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death. You will be hated by everyone because of me, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. Remember, Jesus said, when you are persecuted for righteousness' sake, okay, even your own family will persecute you. When you are persecuted in one place, flee to another. Truly, I tell you, you will not finish going through the towns of Israel before the Son of Man comes. Okay. You will not. Oh, there we go. Well, guys, this is rather weird, Jesus talking about, hey, I'm going to send you out to do all this stuff. Only go to Israel. But then kings and authorities, people are going to start beating you up. You're not going to get anywhere before I come. It's like, man, he's giving them like the huge picture of what's to come someday. Okay, guys, we'll stop there for now, and we'll go again next time. Bless you all.